All right, so let's bring on Zoe. That was amazing. I mean,
Hello.
Annie, and I love Zoe. Zoe. Now, whoa. Now, someone who's listening today is probably a teacher. They're probably burnt out.
Yeah, probably.
And you know what that's like. So tell us what it's like to be a burnt out teacher, and then how you've transitioned and how you now help teachers.
Yeah, so I basically I hit overwhelm, and I had an over 20-year permanent contract in a school, and within weeks I just left, and I had no idea what I wanted to do. Absolutely zero. And it was really overwhelming in the fact that I didn't know, I wasn't supported by anybody. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know who to talk to. I didn't know anybody in my situation. So I started sort of thinking, what do I like doing? I like drawing. I like a little bit of art, but I'm not great at it. I'm not an artist, but I like that avenue. So I bought myself an iPad and I downloaded an app and started drawing, but it wasn't really going anywhere. So I opened an Etsy site and a Redbubble site, but it wasn't like a career. It wasn't enough for me. And then one day I came across a Tech Pixies advert. And I did your workshop, your boot camp, and at the end of it, I remember saying to my husband, I found something I can do, because I'm a mother as well. I've got 2 children, they're 8 and 11, and I was passionate that I wanted to work from home. I didn't want to go into a workplace. I didn't really want to be told what to do anymore. I wanted to be independent. And so, yeah, your advert came along, and at the end, I said to my husband, I found something I can do. I can be a social media manager. And it is a huge investment. It's something I've never, ever considered, is investing in myself, going on a course to actually further myself, like in my career and my life, I've never done that. I've done the odd little, I've done a guitar course and an art course, but nothing actually life-changing. And yeah, my husband said, well, do it then. And I just like almost cried. I'm like, really? And yeah, the best thing I have ever done.
So let's talk about the fact that like you're not a social media manager,
No,
right?
I'm not.
So you're like, okay, I can become a social media manager. And the funny thing is I mean, yeah, you can. We give you all the tools if you want to.
Yeah.
But what happens is once you're empowered, some people are empowered and they want to be a social media manager, and that's what they want to do. But you've also heard several stories today of people who didn't go that route. So what did you become if you didn't become a social media manager?
Well, I've taken such a journey. So Tech Pixies for me has developed my mindset, and it has made me realize I should believe in my gut feeling, in myself, and I have become an online learning junkie. I love learning. I've built myself a website and I've done all this stuff. I've opened online shops, and I've just completely absorbed myself in what I want to do. And I had this realization last August. So I was going to be a social media manager, and that was my pathway until August. So I actually joined a year ago, last March. And I was just sat talking to a friend. I said, really, I want to help teachers. I want to help teachers when they leave the profession, they've hit overwhelm, they've decided it just isn't for them for whatever reason, really. And I want to help them find and discover their new pathway in life. And so I entered another very expensive course of becoming a certified coach. And I'm still on that pathway of getting certified. And that is now me. That is now, people ask me what I do. I do a little bit of supply teaching, but my future pathway is helping teachers recover from teaching and basically designing their new pathway in life. And I'm really excited about my future, but everything I've learned in Tech Pixies has helped me achieve that in my future business as a coach. Because if I hadn't learned all the social media, I wouldn't know what to do next. So it's one thing knowing how to coach, but actually what do I do with that?
Well, yeah. And you've explored so many different things. I mean, what I love about you, I've watched this journey, right, Zoe? Like I've watched this, like, you know, going and I've bought your beautiful. By the way, you are an artist. You're an absolutely great artist. But you know, I went and bought. She made these like notebooks on Redbubble, so I went and bought the notebook. Yeah. You know, I did a whole I did like a 30-day money mindset program, and I used your notebook for my money mindset program. That notebook that I have specifically for that. But you know, but what I love is you've learned how to build websites, and you've learned how to do social media, and you've discovered yourself along the way, and what you're doing now. And I hope this message is coming through for people who are listening. Very, very likely what you end up doing a year from now isn't what you think you're going to start out doing.
Absolutely.
And I think it's about embracing change and embracing the opportunities that come your way. And like you said, you know, sometimes, I mean, a lot of us have become learning junkies, but we know that everything we learn then helps us expand. And expansion is so important for becoming the person you want to become, and for having an impact on this earth, right? For leaving this world a better place. And you know what? There are teachers who love teaching, and they're not burned out, and they're not overwhelmed, and they don't want to leave the profession. But there are people who are ready for that change, and they need a guardian angel like you to help them make that transition, you know? And I think that's so important. And I love what you're doing. And so tell us how that journey is going and how you're establishing yourself in that direction.
Well, yeah. So I love it. I coach. They're practice clients at the moment. They're teachers who have hit overwhelm, or they just don't know really what to do. But I feel my direction is to develop an online digital course for them. But also I have a Facebook group, which I'm very excited about, because it's so close to 200 members. I know, it's like, wow. Again, I wouldn't have that if I hadn't done Tech Pixies and had the courage to create a group, and I go live in my group. So yeah, they're quite quiet at the moment, bless them, but I'm really enjoying that. But I've decided, what they need is a digital course. But I'm also realizing a lot of teachers who need to find their way in life, some of them don't actually want a job. They want to go self-employed. So I'm in the throes of deciding I'm just deciding whether to create a membership site. So I will have my digital course of Finding and Designing Your New Pathway in Life, but also to have online business on there and mini courses about social media, about how to leverage yourself.
Yes, I love this. And that's what's so exciting is, you know, that just that journey, right? And you know, and just what I love is the possibility. There's no part of you that's sitting here going, well, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Everything about you says, well, I could try that, and I could try that, and I could try that. And then we'll just see what sticks and what works. Yeah. Bridget says, I like the fact that you didn't know what you wanted to do when you first joined the course, right? You know, where do you go after teaching? Exactly. And, you know, Amrit says, be fluid like water. And Patrina says, that's fantastic. It just shows your path. Doesn't have to be set in stone. I can't wait to see where this course takes me. And, you know, it's so true. And what would be your piece of advice for someone who's, you know, kind of thinking, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure, you know, I'm not sure about this thing.
You've got to believe in yourself. And I strongly believe in that gut feeling, because we can usually feel whether something is right or wrong, and actually just go with your gut, completely go with your gut feeling, because that it's within you, and it's definitely there for a reason. Yeah, you've just got to go for it. I mean, what are you going to lose? You're not going to lose anything, are you? You're just going to gain. There's no you can't lose anything.
Well, and actually, we have a 14-day guarantee, so it also means that if you're signing up today, you get actually a whole month. You have until the 30th of April to decide if it's right for you. You get immediate access to the branding bonus. You get immediate access to the Instagram module, immediate access to the Facebook module. You get immediate access to the welcome module. You get immediate, you know, you've got the boot camp as well. You've got the book, my book, Social Media Success, which is a great foundation for it all. And I guess the point is like, you've got 30 whole days, even after you've paid, you have 30 whole days to decide, do I like it? Do I want to stay? You know, is this something that I want to do? And I think what we've learned is, you know, I always like to talk about a Monsters Inc. feeling. You know, there's two types of intuition. There's that intuition that's like, yeah, this is scary, but it feels right. And then there's that intuition that's like, this is scary and it feels wrong. Like, you know, when the warning flags come up, right? And you just have to, it's that intuition, you have to kind of navigate which one you're trying to, you know, which one it is. And I think if you've got Monsters Inc. scary, then that's a good scary. Bridget says, when does the course start if we sign up today? So we're going on Easter break, but you get instant access, like I said, to the branding bonus, the book, the Instagram module, the Facebook module, and the life coaching toolkit. You also get instant access to that, and the boot camp. So if you haven't finished the boot camp, you can finish the boot camp. And what we say is, you know, go in and explore, look around, and then what we know is that that when the course actually starts again, which will be, I think, the week of the 19th, you have 2 full weeks with us. So you can do the Instagram module, you can do the Facebook module, you can do the coaching calls, you can get your CPD certification in both of those things, and you can really explore the full experience. The deadline to sign up is, so it starts on the 19th of April. You have until the 30th to make your final decision if you want to continue on the journey with us or not. And if you decide you're going to continue with us, that's when we release all the other bonuses, you know, how to get your first social media client, how to get your first 100 sales, the brain priming one, all that stuff comes after the refund deadline. But we give you enough for you to make an educated decision. And Natalie says, when is the deadline to sign up? Tonight at 11:59 p.m.
Ooh, do it.
And it won't be open again. It will not be open again until basically June. So, you know, so the question you have to ask yourself is, you know, do I want to wait? Like, you look at these ladies and, you know, for Zoe, it's taken time. You know, it's taken time to figure out what
the journey is absolutely amazing. And like all the social media stuff is fantastic, and learning it is just like, you learn things you had no idea that existed. But it's a supportive community that actually, when you've joined Tech Pixies, you're part of a community. And if you put yourself into that community, I don't think you'll ever come out. I mean, I joined a year ago and I'm still in the Facebook nearly every single day, seeing what people are posting, looking at everything that everyone's doing. And you can't really step away from it, because you become so much part of that community and the people that are in it. And you want to know how it, and we just all, follow each other and support each other, and you know, it's just amazing. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Zoe. I appreciate your time, and I love the work that you're doing helping teachers transition. So thank you.